All right, hello everyone. Oasis par 4 here, hole 2. And with this wind, we are probably more than likely, no matter what, going this way. I would recommend at least probably katana for this shot here. I am going to get somewhat fairly aggressive. I'm thinking 2.5-ish top spin, somewhere in here, and get this kind of aggressively towards the fairway's edge there. Maybe just cheat it in just a little bit. Notice what I'm doing with the way that I'm approaching this, and I'm going to come at this with some curl. And I played about 7.5 rings, and then also great balled it to the right hand side, and you can see very close. You know, the technique that I was trying to strive for there, relatively good. It seems very close to the north edge. I wanted to get somewhat aggressive, and so that way I ensure myself no matter what. As one time in one of the videos, I have had to go into power. So when you get very close to the edge of the fairway, as I just did on that fairway, I would imagine even with a strong headwind with the Kingmaker, we will still be able to get there. If we got a straight headwind and they gave me, say, you know, a katana, I might come up just short and need to go into power, depending on how I go about playing the shot. But if you've seen the way that I've been trying to run it out, it has played very consistently from the land zone that I've been using. So I would encourage you guys to use this same similar type land zone off the tee, you know, after you have your tee shot done. And here you can see both of us a little aggressive towards the edge. And one of the things about using rock as a useful club is all that extra ball guide. So you can do similarly with a quarterback, and this just kind of shows what I was mentioning. You know, I might have to go up towards max here with the way that I go about playing this. So here you're going to see that I am going to maybe play about here, about 3 backspin, 4 side spin, somewhere right in here with my setup. You can see that I'm offsetting just slightly, and the reason for that has to do with the, here you're going to see me go 8 rings instead of 7.5, and it has to do with being a headwind, and also, you know, straight into the face. You're going to have to go an extra ring. Probably, ooh, that didn't quite land the way I wanted to, and you can see it's checking up quite a bit. It did not have a very fluid type bounce as you saw in my ball guide. So I probably needed maybe a little extra ring just to get over that little face that I hit. And you'll see that with a katana ball, my opponent's going to have to play the shot a little bit differently. You're going to have to go out to the left a little bit more. You can't go at it quite as aggressively. You know, you still can somewhat, but since length is an issue and my opponent's probably going to need to go into power, you have to play with a little bit more cautious and maybe keep it out to the left and just kind of curl it back. So that's kind of the difference between a katana Kingsmaker. If we get, you know, a bad wind, I still get to go at the pin and potentially get the hole out, whereas my opponent just basically has to play for shootout. So just something to think about when you're selecting your ball on some of these newer holes. More importantly than distance is the side spin element. So having that 3 side spin ball is something that I'm definitely going to recommend to you guys when you get into some of these harder holes. It's definitely something that I recommend using. And the big reason that you see me using Kingmaker instead of katana is, the biggest reason is I just don't have katanas. So since I don't have katanas, I'm just using Kingmakers. And I have no problem, you know, putting together some guides for you guys, but also, you know, keep in mind that you can scale back and use katanas. Oh yes, look at this. So I'm going to split this up real quick, and I'll catch you guys on the other one.